Islamic Art Museum Malaysia is Southeast Asia's largest museum of Islamic art. Thus, IAMM used differentiation strategy to gain a competitive advantage and earn above average returns. The museum giving its customer unique value on its service, which makes them different from the competition. IAMM differentiation is more focusing on their collections and services. The museum houses more than 10,000 artifacts, as well as the exceptional library of Islamic art book. The art objects on display range from the tiniest pieces of jewelry to one of the world's largest scale models of the Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. The aim is to create a collection that is truly representative of the Islamic world. Other parts of the collection is displayed according to type rather than geographical origins in the museum's 12 galleries. Firms that integrate the generic strategies may position themselves to improve their ability to adapt quickly to environmental changes and learn new skills and technologies. This is because of the multiple additive benefits of successfully pursuing the cost leadership and the differentiation strategies simultaneously. Cost leadership enables the firm to charge the lowest competitive price, and the differentiation enables the firm to charge premium prices. Thus, the firm can achieve a competitive advantage by delivering value to customers based on both product features and low price. One of the methods include the use of flexible manufacturing system, which is a computer control process used to produce a variety of products in the moderate, flexible quantities. It enables firms to achieve the flexibility necessary to simultaneously respond to changes in customer needs and preferences while maintaining the low-cost advantages of large-scale manufacturing. This increases a firm's ability to engage in low-cost and differentiation strategy.
The industry life cycle refers to the evolution of an industry or business through 4 stages based on the business characteristics commonly displayed in each phase. Industries are born when new products are developed with significant uncertainty regarding market size, product specifications, and main competitors. Consolidation and failure whittle down an established industry as it grows, and the remaining competitors minimize expenses as growth slows and demand eventually wanes. Business level strategy is an integrated and coordinated set of commitments and actions the firm uses to gain a competitive advantage by exploiting core competencies in specific product markets. It indicates the choices the firm has made about how it intends to compete in individual product markets. Namely, the choices are important because long-term performance is linked to a firm's strategies. Given the complexity of successfully competing in the global economy, the choices about how the firm will compete can be difficult. It is important for both the industry life cycle and business level strategy to be aligned and planned simultaneously. As the business level strategy determines the industry's relationship with its customers, it should be decided on which stage the industry is currently in according to the business life cycle.
Managers in all organizations need to know that there are 2 types of diversification, which is related diversification and unrelated diversification. Related diversification will enable a firm to benefit from horizontal relationship across different business. Meanwhile, unrelated diversification enables a firm to benefit from vertical relationship between the corporate office and individual business unit. There are two ways in related diversification that will help the managers can create the value. Number one is leveraging core competence. Core competence reflect the collective learning in organization. It can lead to the creation of value if they create superior customer value. The second one is the value chain elements in separate business require similar skills. And the third one is they are difficult for computer to initiate or find substitutes for. Number two is sharing activities. Managers also can create value by sharing activities across the business unit. Sharing tangible and value-creating activities can provide payoffs such as cost saving through elimination and jobs facilities and related expenses, or economies of scale and revenue enhancement through increased differentiation and sales growth. In restructuring, the parents intervenes. Asset restructuring involves the sale of unproductive assets. Second, capital restructuring involves changing the debt-equity mix. And the third one is management restructuring involves changes in the top management team, organizational structure, and reporting relationship. And the last one is portfolio management. Portfolio management involves a better understanding of the competitive position of an overall portfolio of family of business by suggesting strategic alternative for each business and identifying priorities for the allocation of resource.
This is advantage of multi-domestic strategy, which is multi-domestic strategy maximize local responsiveness by decentralizing decision making to local business unique in each country, so they may generate localized product and service. For example, Kojar Ceramic, bridging tradition and modernity, is Islamic Art Museum Malaysia artwork, and it cannot be copied. Next is multi-domestic strategy maximize competition inside each country. It implies country border segment market. In other words, consumer needs, industry condition, political and legal system, and social is vary by country. Using a multi-domestic strategy, the Islamic Art Museum Malaysia can tailor its product to local taste because the population in Malaysia is mostly Muslim. The Islamic Art Museum Malaysia can compete more successfully and increase the local market share.
Now, I want to present the disadvantages associated with multi-domestic strategies Islamic Arts Museum Malaysia's IAMM. First, I will talk about the first disadvantage that we found. One of the primary disadvantages of multi-domestic strategies is expensive to execute. The museum must use lots of the money to do research on new markets and gain insights into the needs of local consumers. If IAMM wants to implement these strategies, it will cost money and can become a burden to the museum. Other than that, the second disadvantage is consuming time. The museum manager must seek information in order to offer the best services to the visitors. Therefore, if you want to research a new market, it can consume a lot of time, and that can be a difficult task for museum managers. The last disadvantage is the branch expansions for the museum. If the museum decided to expand into other locations, not only needs to consider the biggest relevant population, but also know the local culture, politics, and legal process of the locations where it is operating. They need to nurture a different set of senior management personnel to handle the museum's operation.
Next is the leader's role in establishing ethical organizations. Leadership is the ability of individuals or a group of individuals to influence and guide followers or other members of an organization. The leader's role in establishing an ethical organization is first to be a role model. This serves as a moral model by being examples of integrity, persistence, optimism, and hope. Role models lead by example and exhibit characteristics and traits that others hope to emulate because they respect and admire them. Leaders also need to be consistent in words and deeds. Consistency alone builds trust and transparency and enlightenment that enables an organization to have the confidence to take action. Inconsistency undermines that confidence can stop progress in its track. Therefore, effective leaders take responsibility for ethical lapses within the organizations. Second, set up corporate codes and code of conduct. Leaders need to provide statements and guidelines for norms, belief, and decision making. This is essential to set out of organization's value, ethics, objectives, and responsibilities. A good code of ethics will guide employees in dealing with ethical situations. Besides, provide employees with a clear understanding of the organization's position regarding employee behavior and provide the basis for employees to refuse to commit unethical acts. Most importantly, the contents of codes and codes of conduct must be known to employees. Third, execute rewards and evaluation system. The rewards and evaluation system implemented must be of good quality and effective, such as transparent, predictive, and unbiased. Inappropriate reward system may cause individuals at all levels of the organizations to commit unethical acts that they might not otherwise do. The impact on ethical organizations is penalty for damage to reputation, human capital erosions, and financial loss are typically much higher than any gains obtained through such unethical behavior. Lastly, implementations of policies and procedures. Well-conceived policies and operating procedures include providing top guidance regarding how things need to be done, helping ensure consistency in how execution critical activities are performed, and promoting creating a work climate that facilitates good strategy executions. Policies and procedures can specify proper relationship with firms, customers, and suppliers, can guide employees to behave ethically. Therefore, policies and procedures must be reinforced, which can rely with effective communication in organizations.